to Several Questions with Nate Chappell, Finn Hammond, and Johnny Fisher.
So, the way the Several Questions work is that basically we found a machine in the woods called the Questionator 5000 that was apparently engineered to generate infinite, very silly questions, and Johnny, Finn, and I have dedicated our lives to answering them all one by one by one. Now,
and if you didn't get that the first time, what happens is we found a machine in the woods that was designed to answer questions. And no, wait.
Okay. This is why I'm sitting in the host seat. And thank you, everyone,
right.
to our donors, to our sponsors, for buying me this amazing chair. It's it's almost too comfortable, and like the massage noise is hard to edit out, but I think I'll get it done. I think it'll be fun. Yeah.
And I was coming for it. I really
Johnny,
did.
Do you want to take a crack
swing
at it? Do you want to do the intro quick?
You describe the show.
Yeah, can you my intro? Like, can you try your version of it? Take a crack at it.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to. Shit, I was gonna say which one.
That was.
Yeah.
No, you're right. You should.
Several questions.
You should be in the
questionnator in the woods. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right, I think it's time. I think we've demonstrated our prowess. It's time to answer some questions.
If you had to get a tattoo of a children's book character, what character would you choose?
I choose my favorite children's book character, the Giving Tree. I don't know.
I guess that is a character. Would you just do
the most favorited?
Yeah, like
the show.
Yeah, it would be its final form as the stump. You can't really recognize it as a tree.
The Giving Stump. They should do a sequel.
What else? Bar is pretty cool.
Lara Bar?
Bar.
Who's that?
Is that
the elephant? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's not. Is that a book? That's a book.
Yeah, it might have been a cartoon, but it's like a French children's.
Oh, see, I don't read French. I was not a French baby. A French child.
Okay, yeah, that's where we are. That explains a lot of our differences. But yeah, either one of those.
Le Fin is Finn's his real name. His childhood name was Le Fin.
The end.
Which is strange because it was actually at the beginning of his life. You know what I mean? Pretty much. I think
it's very weird.
I bet everybody.
Hey, but c'est la vie.
Mon ami. Sorry, I've been listening to the Moana soundtrack a lot, and that's a lyric from Shiny. So now, for the rest of my life, if anyone says "c'est la vie," I will say "mon ami."
Johnny, which Moana character would you put on your body?
Would you get tattooed?
Yeah.
No, what children's book character would you pick?
Does Wolverine count?
No.
Damn it.
That'd be funny if they made a children's book, like X-Men babies, X-Men
little
babies, X-Kids,
X-Kid.
I bet there is something like that.
I think it sounds like there's something like that out there.
X-babies. That doesn't sound good though. Okay, who would you pick, John?
Children's books, huh? I get Clifford the Big Red Dog.
All right.
Because that's the only children's book you could think of?
Yes. And it would be really cool on my arm or back.
How would you get demonstrate
life size? Back. Would you get it really, really
size
huge?
Of Clifford?
Because it's so big. Because it's Clifford the Big Red Dog. Or would you just
get like a little, down and
get a quarter tattooed next to it for
scale.
Yeah.
It's just really small. It's just like a tiny speck, and they're like, "What's that? Is that your doctor's like, is that a mole?" And you're like, "No, that's a quarter for scale." I would pick Frog and Toad.
Well, you said character. If you had to pick what, right? Just the one.
Frog and Toad.
Frog and Toad.
It didn't say. I mean, then I'll pick Frog or Toad. It doesn't really matter because I'll get the other one tattooed.
You said from a children's book, not a character, right? I think that was the phrasing. Not you, the Questionator 5000.
Not you. I think
He
it
was designed to
children's
act.
book. I think it was children's book character.
Children's book character.
Yeah.
Okay.
Frog and Toad counts.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
alright.
Either Frog and Toad or Cat in the Hat.
What about
Oh,
Frog? and-
look at here! I actually have Cat in the Hat tattooed on my ankle. That's right. I literally was answering this without addressing that in my mind, but the answer is true. It's on my. I already made that choice. My choice now would be different than my 18-year-old choice. I'll say that. Even when I was 18, I kind of really wanted to get the Lorax. That's part of why I got Cat in the Hat was as a representative of the Lorax, because I thought the coloring would be weird of the Lorax on my leg. Because it would be
Is he green?
No, he's brown. He's basically a little darker than my color.
So
You're
it's
thinking
like
of the
Cat in the
Grinch.
Hat to represent
right,
the
yeah,
Lorax,
yeah,
to
yeah,
represent Dr. Seuss,
No, take the Dr.
or just the Lorax.
Lorax.
You just want the Lorax.
Yeah. Why would I? Yeah.
Well, there's still time.
No, there's not. I'm dead now. Thanks a lot, Johnny. Thanks for bringing it up. What a dick. Okay, next question.
What's a topic you would be relieved to discover someone else wanted to talk about at a party at which you didn't know anyone?
There's a couple that come to mind. Rocks, I'm sure you guys all expect me to say, because it's
Scissors,
true.
Paper,
Paper.
Rochambeau, if people want to talk about
Mhm.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would.
That.
Rocks would be a thing, I would assume. Although, I guess I'm not sure. Just because you really like a topic doesn't mean you want to talk to other people about it necessarily. You know what I mean?
It's true. But I mean, I kind of rarely get to talk to people about
So
it.
you'd be
So-
pumped about that. Okay.
So I'm a little eager. Or at least be curious as to what their take would be.
It's pretty awesome when something comes up organically and you already know a bunch about it.
Yeah, for sure. And you don't.
It's
Yeah, you
like-
don't have to bring it up. It just comes up. I mean, there are
Yeah,
a lot of
exactly.
rocks around. You could orchestrate that pretty easily.
Hey, what's that over there?
Look at that one.
Yeah.
One what? Rock.
Oh.
Oh, I like rocks. Wow, let's talk about this. We're fast friends.
Mhm.
This is not an awkward party.
Yeah, this is obviously a very cool party.
Or situation at all.
Uh-huh.
Um,
We're just
Dragon
having
Ball
a
Z
normal
would be another
conversation.
one.
Dragon Ball Z. Hmm.
mhm.
What would you talk about it? Because I've thought about that. You know, I've gotten into conversations with people at parties about TV shows
Mhm.
or movies, specific movies, you know, and then it's turns into this quote contest that I
Oh, yeah.
find fun for a minute and then embarrassing and fruitless.
Hmm.
UHF
Well, I mean,
is a very popular example of that for me. A powerful example of if that comes up ever, it turns into could be a quote fest because we're like, oh, we're the exact same kind of nerd. Terrific. From about the same time, great.
Yeah, I guess
Let's
that
just
tells
say
you a lot.
lines at each other, but probably misquote them a little bit and annoy the other person. That's also a thing about just talking to people about something that you love in general is that if they're strangers, they might not know what they're talking about.
So the question is yeah, is relief. You get a sense of relief when you see it come up. Is that how it was phrased?
Yeah. Something
Okay.
Like that. Like what? Yeah. What
Hmm.
would you be relieved to discover somebody else wanted to talk about?
I see. There was this. Okay. What would I relieve to talk about? I don't know. There's all these random little facets of things I've already have a thing prepared for. A lot of it is from this show.
Mhm.
If I ramble here.
Right. So you're just
Um,
you're working out conversations here, and then you let them fly in real life.
Yeah. It should really go the other way, huh? I shouldn't be working it out on this podcast.
Work out on the recorded one.
Yeah. My friend has this funny story where he went to Japan and he was staying with somebody and he was looking for a pot in the kitchen. It's like, you guys have a boiling pot? And they're like, why? And he's like, to make rice. And they were like, we have a rice maker. This isn't like World War II. And my friend was like, oh, we could talk about that.
World War II?
Yeah. Like, thank God you brought it up because I wasn't going to.
And then he like went into a big long thing about it.
Yeah,
Had a
yeah.
bunch of pictures and stuff.
Yeah, opinions.
Uh-huh. We were just talking about rice.
Yeah, exactly. I would be okay if someone brought up, geez, what's my thing? I already am a music guy, so that's not fun. But I guess I don't know. When people talk about video games, be comfortable with that. Or if the tone is silly, that's like, oh, thank God. Like I don't have to have a normal conversation for a half hour.
So silliness in general is.
Yeah, I'd say so. You guys, you know what I mean? You guys definitely know what I mean.
I guess, but I don't know that makes me more relieved at any point. Silly because also a lot of Johnny's really serious. He likes talking about like taxes.
I remember
corporate mergers, numbers, rocks, numbers of rocks,
rocks merging,
rocks, taxes,
right? The way the rock. Yeah.
I will say I think taxes do rock. Okay, that's just my opinion.
All right, someone got his return.
Oh no. Oh no, I don't get a return.
He does not get a return.
No.
Oh right, he's a
very self-employed.
Word.
For me, it would be sex. Just kidding. Now that I've got your attention, it would be old technology. I guess I could talk about.
Like the typewriter?
Like VCRs.
Like old timey tractors. Oh.
Like a train?
No, like fire.
Like steam engines.
Like a hot air balloon?
Like the use of tools.
Just
like,
a large
like sticks.
Sticks. Yeah, I like to start. It's like for me, it's like the history of technology, and it must be all inclusive. So I'm relieved
it gives
when
us an advantage.
when somebody brings it up, then I'm like my whole night is filled.
Right. You have a lot to say.
Other than that, I mean, I guess honestly at this point, kids is fine because I've got like a lot of material right now for that, and it's like what I have to think about all the time anyway. So it's like and I don't know, there's like a really enchanting thing you can do. I've found if you're a parent to speak about your children in non-precious ways is like a superpower in casual conversation because people think it's hilarious. People with kids think it's great because they're like, yeah, no kidding, they're assholes, huh? And then people without kids are like, yeah, I was right, they are assholes. You know what I mean? So it's like you're validating their decision not to have kids, and you're validating the other people's anger for their decision they made to have kids. So it's like there's something charming about it. So kids, I guess. That never would have been the case pre-kids. I'll tell you that.
Do you think when other people talk about their kids that you're now more interested because you have some?
I am more interested because I've got stuff to say now in response. I'm not necessarily that interested in anything. I think I could say that generally. Okay, next question. We got to move on. We got a hard out today, everyone. Hard out.
If you had to fight someone using a sharp metal letter as a weapon, what letter would you pick?
You need one with a sharp edges, so like an O isn't going to work unless you wanted to put it over somebody's head. Sharp, it's sharp, so where would you hold an O, I guess?
We could be like that dude from Mortal Kombat.
Or Xena Warrior Princess.
Oh, yeah. Or that.
Well, I am already
cartoon.
Quite a bit like Xena Warrior Princess, so.
Yeah, you have a lot in
common. That would be a good one. I'm tall, I'm lawless. what about Lucy Lawless played Xena the Warrior?
Right.
And I'm
it's Lawless
Lucy
character.
Goosey.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
know, is-
absolutely.
I would say
No one said you
Xena's
weren't.
pretty lawful, don't you think? Or not? I didn't really. I gotta be honest.
She's
with you.
chaotic
I read the
good.
books, but
I don't know.
You think she's chaotic good?
You read the books?
Yeah. The novelization of the Saturday afternoon television show. That'd be amazing. Yeah, after I read Dr. Quinn. Dr. Quinn totally could be like a romance novel though. You know, because it's isn't that kind of a popular time setting for?
Absolutely. Oh yeah, yeah.
I would not
sure.
be surprised at all now that I'm saying it out loud if there is like a series of I would not be surprised if there was a series of Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman novels or Xena Warrior
there's
Princess
like
novels.
burners.
Now that I'm saying, huh?
There's like
Our listeners
Matlock
gonna burn
books. Oh yeah. There's a Murder She Wrote books that are like not about Murder She Wrote, but written by Jessica Fletcher.
There are
And yeah, but then it says like, and then the real writer is on the book title of the book
Bill
also.
Maher.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Bill Maher was on the Murder She Wrote.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow,
He was
that's
a
funny.
character, recurring. Anyway, which is
That's-
really weird. Okay, you didn't
Wanna
write
feel
that.
old?
Okay, new rule. Jessica Fletcher, you didn't write that. I wrote that. Okay, that's my Bill Maher. Do you guys think it's pretty good or really good?
That's really good.
Okay. So wait, what did I answer the question? Oh no, I didn't. I guess an X.
That would make the most sense. Where would you hold it though?
I feel like a sharp letter. I'm going to go ahead and say that I'm going to unsharp, like not sharpen one part. So
Yeah,
that
I
can
guess
have
every
a
letter
handle.
might be
Like, I
then.
feel like it needs a handle. So maybe not X then if I'm going to do that.
I'd
Maybe
go
like
T.
a goatee.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like your goatee fine, Johnny, I guess. It's
Yeah,
like,
but Johnny, with
I
trying to
didn't wanna
focus on
say
the
anything
waiting
about
for
it.
you guys to
question.
say.
it's an audio medium, so I didn't feel like we should. But I was going to wait till after we were off to compliment you. But yes, it looked wonderful. I would say, I'm trying to think, V, X, Y. Let's go through all the letters. A, B, C. C would be
Mhm.
probably okay. D.
Okay.
Except where's the blade
Effort.
on that one, I guess. D might be good because
The blade is
like the
yeah.
hold it by the flat part, and then you got this like
Mm.
it's like a
Yeah, 'cause
rocky cleaver. You could that'd be pretty good. I'm going D.
These are all capitals too.
Yeah. Okay, let's do all the capitals. So, I know
Boise,
Madison, Wisconsin, Boise,
Sacramento.
Idaho, Sacramento.
Sacramento.
We just say all the capitals.
This letter,
not
this
saying
letter
the states.
question. This is like my
Harrisburg.
favorite.
Jacksonville?
This is my favorite questionnator question. It's a really good question because
About the
there's
letter?
so many good answers about the letters. Yeah,
Because
like-
it could go in so many different directions.
yeah, and you got to decide where the handle is. And in a way, we have done it. Like there's a V-shaped weapon that we throw at people. It's called a boomerang,
Mm.
and there is
That's a V?
a T-shaped question. I guess that's it's T-shaped weapon. Sword.
Oh yeah, small case T. But
Yeah.
I mean, so if that was sharp and you could dull that part and the other two parts, so you had
Yeah,
a hilt.
you had a blade.
Me
And that's
too,
it.
More like an axe,
What?
Yeah,
double-bladed axe.
a T. Oh yeah, but we're just flat on the top for some reason.
Yeah.
I would pick maybe a P. It would just be like a normal axe.
I go
No.
Q.
You go Q.
Mhm.
Where do you hold it?
The whole line.
Well, if it's a capital Q, you could hold it on the little point that sticks out.
Uh-huh.
And then if it was a lowercase q, then you could hold it anywhere you want. I'd probably do it in the
I think a
upside
lowercase
down, like with
Q
the mouse.
is a stupid, horrible answer. I would go lowercase p. All right, I think we've all answered that perfectly. Did you answer, Finn?
Yeah. I forget.
Okay,
But I think I did OP.
I think
it's OP.
I would do a space. I would do a hashtag. Hashtag sharp. And that's all the questions for today. So get out there, ask questions, be curious, not furious, and always remember the first part of question is quest, and the second part is shun. And of course, tune in next time to hear us once again answer several questions.
Thank you for listening to Several Questions, a production of Wolf Out Radio. Click on the link in the show notes for more Wolf Out shows.